Hello. Hey, everybody. Me just trying to see like two screens at once. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get like monitor thingies one of these days, as I continue to grow, because that's what we're doing over here. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know what time it is. And you know what's going on. It's Friday. It's 12 o'clock. Shout out to me being mostly on time today. And it is the market report. But listen, y'all, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, because I got some things going on. I'm producing a wedding in a couple hours. And right after that, I'm hopping on a plane and I'm headed to Houston because it's my girl April, Miss Bougie's birthday. So if you see me taking over for the 99s and the 2000s in my story, mind your business. Okay. Or yeah, mind your business. That's what you can do. But y'all, guess what? The reports are in, and I just want y'all to know that it's quite a few things going on out there in this real estate world right now. Things are changing every single week. Most platforms will give you a market report pretty much once a month. I've been going hard in the paint here since like February. Shout out to me to give y'all once a week, if I can, as every single week. And the thing is that although there may be minute changes happen every single week. So it kind of gives you something to look forward to the next week, kind of give you something to think about as you're going into whether you're thinking about going to check out some open houses, or whether you're considering talking to your family about potentially picking it up and rolling it out. I want to bring the market report to you guys every single week because I want you guys to be your own real estate, expert in your own way. And of course, if you don't know, always call me because I am Dre Sher, the wedding realtor. And whether you want to say yes to the house or the spouse, I'm supporting you through life's most important moments. Thank y'all for being here. But we're going to get right into this because, like I said, I got to go. So let's see. Let me get my screeny thingy up. You know how I do, y'all. Bam, there we go. Oh, it's not April 26th, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, okay? Because the rest of these slides are legit. Okay, so housing market indicates record high monthly payments. Basically, that market, it's pretty much chilled off a little bit. So they're saying, this is according to Redfield, during the selling season, but the declining rates could boost activity. Let me tell you, I told you guys, I have an app on my phone. Every time the mortgage rate changes, I get a little notification. And last week, it was going down, 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 down for 5 days straight. And then it went up like 0.01%, and then it went down again. So these micro falls have been getting people kind of buzzed about the potential of stepping out there on the market and making that home purchase. But the high prices are still a thing, right? It's like literally, what are we going to do about that unless we build ourselves some log cottages? And apparently it's a shortage of trees as well. So we're just going to keep it rolling with that. But basically, mortgage rates went down a bit, and that could bring back some potential sellers and house hunters, because at the end of the day, the buyers need the rate to be low, or they want the rate to be low for sure. And the sellers also want the rate to be low because when they sell, they also are going to have to get going. So at the end of the day, if you are thinking about buying, selling, whatever, the rates are dropping bit by bit by bit. But like I tell you guys all the time, we don't know what them people are going to do. We just don't know. So do what's best for you. If you are in the process or in a space where you can actually get moving on making a home purchase, do what's best for you at the end of the day. Let's see what else we got going on here. All right. So according to CNBC, the demand for adjustable rate mortgages hits highest level of the year. What's that guy? I don't know if y'all follow him or not, but he be like, and God ain't pleased. Okay. That's me right now. Okay. Y'all bet not. And I'm not a loan professional to tell you what to and what not to do. But historically, when we look at adjustable rate mortgages, a lot of times it ends up biting people in the booty, because the reason that people do it is when the rates are rising, people are going to look for any type of way to lower their monthly payments, right? Now, there are multiple ways to do that. You don't have to do an adjustable rate mortgage, but the reason that they seem like kind of good looking to people and they look good from the outside looking in is that you'll generally get a lower mortgage rate, or you'll get a lower interest rate, initially, but and that's compared to the current fixed rate. So the adjustable rate is like, oh, you can get in for 4%, right, today, and it's usually fixed for about 10 years. But when that change happens in the future, which, like I said already, y'all, we don't know what these people are gonna do. And as we have seen time and time again, I mean, I like to plan ahead. You want to be able to plan ahead for 10 years, but you just don't know what's going on there. So the rate can be fixed for up to 10 years, but they eventually adjust it to that unknown future market rate. And I don't know about you guys, but I need to be able to see what's going on right in front of me. I need to be able to know what's happening month by month. And we can never guess the interest rate, but at the end of the day, you don't want to necessarily just accept whatever comes around in 10 years unless you're planning to pay off that mortgage in 10 years. And if you're contemplating this more risky rate, this adjustable rate mortgage, if you're considering that for the purpose of lowering your monthly rate in 10 years, unless you're like got some hardcore, I just invented Google type of thing, and you plan to pay off that mortgage in 10 years, I would not recommend doing an adjustable rate mortgage or an ARM rate. But anyway, the rates the applications for ARMs rose 7.8% of the mortgage demand rate last week. That's according to the Mortgage Bankers Association, which is their highest level of the year. Now, when rates were at their hit their record lows in 2021, ARM applications were in the 3%. So that just goes to tell you that people are doing this type of mortgage rate simply because they want a lesser rate today, right? So if you don't plan on staying in your house for 10 years, maybe, you're planning to stay for a couple years and move, maybe. But if you're planning to say, okay, this is my forever home, or we just moved from one place and this is going to be our starter home and we're going to build a family here, you're going to be there for a while, I wouldn't recommend doing adjustable rate mortgage. There's a lady that was posting, it was a couple weeks ago, and it might have popped up on your feed, but she was just talking about how out of nowhere she lost everything because one month her mortgage pretty much tripled because she had one of those rates. One of those adjustable mortgages. So that's on you. If you have any questions about that, I'm definitely open to helping you guys navigate that. If that's something that you're considering, I got some good pros in my pocket to help you guys determine if that's a good look for you in your situation. So just like anything in real estate, the time might not be right for somebody, but it might be right for you. You got your own individual experience. So there's that. Just so y'all know, investors bought 26% of the country's most affordable homes in the fourth quarter. Okay. Now this article came out in February, Valentine's Day. What a way to show love. But it literally came out that 26% of the country's most affordable homes were purchased by investors. It looked good to them because they want people to be borrowing forever. They want you to rent forever. I just thought this was something to put out there, just to let you guys see just how people that are investors think about it. And if you are considering being a real estate investor, which I highly recommend, you just kind of want to follow what some of the people are doing, depending on your ethics, I guess. But this is a part of the reason why it's so challenging for other people that aren't necessarily investors, people that are just trying to get into the market. What's making it challenging for them to even be able to afford a home. Speaking of that, low-income Americans have lost the home buying progress that they made during the pandemic. Shout out to Redfin News. Redfin has agents, but I wouldn't recommend them. Anyway, roughly 1 in 5 new mortgages went to low-income home buyers in 2023, which was down 23% from 2020. So in 2020, when the interest was low, and once again, I told you guys the reason it was so low was because the government was buying all of these bonds. We talked about that last week. If you missed it, go on my YouTube and check out last week's chat. Like probably like halfway through, I started talking about why the interest rate was so dang low back in 2020, 2021, when the world was falling apart with COVID and the government was really trying to keep our economy alive. That's why the rates were so low. Unfortunately, I mean, it's kind of like a get in where you fit in thing. Investors saw that as an opportunity, like, well, daggone right, I'm going to get in there and buy up all these properties as well. But that was the time that low income Americans were able to make those home purchases. So if you missed that boat, catch the next wave. That's what we're going to say to that. Catch the next wave. So, that's just another little thing that I came across. Y'all know I like to give you a bit of what's going on nationally in the market, because a lot of people that follow me are not necessarily in Las Vegas. So I just want you guys to kind of get a broad look of what's going on out there. Rental market tracker, asking rents have climbed 2% in February, which was obviously, this is not February, but I've been hearing from multiple people over time. I literally had a conversation yesterday with a lady, and she was just talking about how they're raising her rent again, and she has to move from that place because she won't be able to afford it. But at the same time, she's considering taking money out of her 401k to move into a rental. And that's one of those things I would never suggest that anybody do, because if you got 401k money that you're going to use, you should use that for buying a property, not for that 100% interest rate that you get with renting. So rents hit a low point last February, and that's just what happened. But now the rents are going up because the mortgage rates went up, and when mortgage rates are up, less people are likely to try and buy. And so it kind of buoyed the rental demand. So they say, like, it's like, okay, well, we're going to go up too, because we're just going to try to be just a little bit less than buying a home. Because sometimes if you look at the numbers, it looks like buying or renting is less expensive than buying. And it might be that first couple years, like, it cost me more to rent than to buy than to rent. But once you hit that point where you're paying off, that's when you start gaining equity, because again, as the property value is increasing, you're basically earning as time moves along. When you're renting, you're just renting and the money is only going out. So there's that. But asking rents rising roughly 5% from a year earlier is just out of this world. Just saying. The rent raised at the same rate that historical appreciation of property raised. And I just think that's insane. It's insane. Okay. So that's all I have for national news. Again, I said I got to be up out of here. Here for a good time, not a long time. Houston, here I come. April had me... really, I'm drinking water because last week, I don't know if y'all saw my story from last weekend. I drank enough, and I'm not really a drinker, but I'm going to have a couple cocktails this weekend. Anyway, let's look at these local trends. So if we're looking at Henderson, let me bring this and make it bigger so that I can completely see. And if you guys have any questions, of course, you can put them in the chat. I'm happy to help you out there. So anyway, we're looking at Henderson this week. The median list price for Henderson is $674,999, which is like a half step below what it was last week. But it is an increase from last month. And basically, we're looking at a strong seller's market in Henderson. If you own a home in Henderson, you can make bank right now if moving is in your future, right? So we're looking at the median list price of new listings. They're coming right at $599,000, which is like a slight dip from last week. Average days on market has gone down quite a bit. You see that yellow arrow on your screen. It's gone quite a bit down to 112 days. And then the median rent for Henderson is going to be at $23.95. Yay, $23.95. Just saying. Shout out to LaWanda Austin at Title for always having me ready with these docs or these numbers. I appreciate you, girl. If we're looking at Henderson on the high end, if we're looking at those luxury properties, you're looking at being on the market for 77 days if you are selling a luxury property, or in thinking of owning a luxury property. They're going to average around $2,595,000. And I need this to move. Okay, thank you. And then if we're looking at the low end, the most affordable end of Henderson, that's coming in at $449,000. Those homes are going to be on market for 21 days, tied up with the next, or I guess the next up of least expensive properties at $593, averaging at $593. Can I click this? Yes. Let's check out Las Vegas, y'all. So this week, the median list price for Las Vegas properties is at $579,900. And that is it's kind of staying the same from last week. And then the new listing price has dropped down a little bit to $500K. And average days on market has taken a little topple down as well to 129 days. Median rent is going to be $2,303. It is still a strong seller's market in the city of Las Vegas. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is why the market report is important, because 2 months ago, actually last month, it was not a strong seller's market in Las Vegas. So if you know anyone that is looking to make a home purchase, share my page with them. Just let them know, like, hey, I know that you're interested in making a home purchase. You probably want to check this market report out on Fridays. Dre is going to get you right with knowing what's what, okay? So then if we're looking at the city of Las Vegas, the luxury market is going to average you at $1,399,944. Average age on market is going to be 56 days. The most affordable properties are coming in at around $389,995, and they are tied with $499,000 homes at about 21 days on market. And remember, guys, the reason that I talk about the days on market is because we need to know how fast it's moving in your quadrant of what you are looking to buy. If you don't know what you're looking to buy, or how much you can actually afford, it's very important to go ahead and get pre-qualified. If you're ready, you got to know your numbers, you got to know your credit score, you got to have your last 2 months of paycheck stubs, you want to have your last 2 years of tax returns. And those numbers are going to be able to, and you also want to know how much debt you have. So then you can get a good debt to income ratio so that the lender can be able to tell you how much you can afford, and you'll know which quadrant that you're going to be in when you go to make that home purchase. So let's move right along to my hood, North Las Vegas. Okay, this week, the median list price for North Las Vegas homes, we're at $445,000. And that's pretty steady from last week. It is a strong seller's market in North Las Vegas. Let me tell you, people that know they want to get more for their money, they're moving to the north side. The other areas that are more popular in the city, Henderson, Las Vegas, Henderson and Summerlin, which is part of Las Vegas, they are very nice areas to live in. They have all the cool restaurants and things like that. But let me tell you, so is Las Vegas. And if you're wanting to get more equity because Las Vegas is growing and people are coming here, you might want to stop over here while you can. I'm going to do a post, and when I get back next week, I'll do a post of just what they're building around this area. And I mean, it's quite a few luxury apartments out here that are getting built. But when those type of things come to an area, you can kind of see the growth that's happening and the fact that they're putting new stores and things like that out here, because obviously we're out here, we need stuff to do, So if you want to get more bang for your buck, North Las Vegas might be the spot for you. Median price of new listings is going to be at $435,900, and average days on market is going to be 132 days. Median rent is going to be $2,250. Okay, and that's an uptick from last week. Little jump there and uptick there. And then if we're looking at those 4 quadrants of affordability here in North Las Vegas, $550,000 is going to be on the high end of properties that are out here. Days on market is going to be at 35 days, and that's tied with $465K properties at 35 days. And then those 2 lower regions, the more affordable, even more affordable properties, 429 and 379.9 are going to tie up at 21 days. So as you can see, North Las Vegas, things are moving out here. People are moving in North Las Vegas. All right, Pahrump, I always got to put y'all in here because you guys are a part of Vegas too. Okay. So, what we got going on in Pahrump? Okay, so 420K is the market average for new listings, or for median listings, sorry, in Pahrump. As we know, Pahrump is up and down and up and down. This week, they're down. 385 is the price of new listings coming in. Median days on market is 70 days, and 1695 is the rent. So if you want to live out in the wilderness, I'm kidding. If you want to live out there and you don't mind the commute, or you work from home and you just want some peace of mind and you want to grow your farm stuff, $16.95 is the rent. It's a slight seller's market in Pahrump. The higher end properties are going to be at 550K, and those are going to be on the market for 77 days. And it's interesting, the properties that are 389.9, they're coming in at 91 days on the market. Those are probably much older homes, or just I really don't know. I gotta look into it. But and then on the low end of most affordable properties, it's coming in at $330,000, about 331, and those are coming in at 42 days. Yeah. So that's all I got for y'all, because I told you guys I gotta go today. And I'm just so happy to be here, though, to be able to support you guys through your home selling, home buying, investment, whatever you want to do with real estate experience. So hire me, houses, spouses, both. Like I said, I got a wedding today. It's going to be so cute. It's such a cute couple. I think they're coming in from, I don't know, I have like 4 weddings left this month, so I really don't know where they're from. But everything's going to work out great, and they're going to have a wonderful, wonderful wedding. And so shout out to them. But yes, I am Dre Sher, the wedding realtor. And whether you want to say yes to the house or the spouse, I'm supporting you through life's most important moments. If you have any questions about real estate, I just want to be a resource to you guys. That's why I do the market report on Friday. I just want you guys to become experts for yourself so that you can put your own thoughts out there as far as what you want to do. I know a lot of times we listen to people around us tell us what they think, and they aren't even experts. So talk to an expert when you actually want to make a purchase on a property. Sorry, Terry, I saw you just popped in, and the market report starts at 12. See, last week you was like, oh, you left before I could get on the market report. Bro, 12 o'clock. I am out of here because I have got to go, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Kiss everybody that you love. Make sure people know that they're amazing, and I want you to know that you're amazing too. I will talk to you guys soon, and I'm out of here. Bye.